time with SHAN.
Motherfucking story time. Alright, so when we last left off, I was telling you about this docu-series here, The Nostradamus Effect. First episode talks about the Antichrist. Nostradamus wrote books titled Centuries that were full of 4-line poems that were called quatrains. Now, within these quatrains, Nostradamus was said to have left clues to what he had seen going forward in the future. Now, we already discussed how Napoleon Bonaparte and Adolf Hitler were linked directly to these quatrains. Now, just as a side note, I don't believe that these people know that that's what they are. I just think that, as things go on, they actually just become these people in time. Now, it is believed that Adolf Hitler was advised by one of his top advisors that who Nostradamus was describing in his quatrain was actually about Adolf Hitler himself. He even visited the burial site of Napoleon because of his belief in Nostradamus' words. I mean, the shit go real deep. You gotta look into it for yourself. Now, in the last video, I told you I would tell you who I had pegged as the third Antichrist. Now, there is certain criteria that you have to meet in order to be classified as an Antichrist, and there has been other figures out there that have met certain classifications but haven't quite been pegged as the Antichrist. So I guess this is more like an honorable mention. George Bush Jr. has been said to met the criteria. Saddam Hussein is another. Osama bin Laden has been mentioned. And even based off some of the comments, some of y'all thought I was talking about Donald Trump. Now pump the brakes, because before we go any further, we got some things we got to discuss. Now, remember when I referred to Napoleon as the Red Rider? Well, based off that, I started doing a little bit of digging, which ultimately led me to this. Pause it if you need to and just take a look. Now, this is the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. If you're not familiar with this, I suggest you go brush up on your Bible. Anybody know where I'm going with this? Now, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are described in the book of Revelations. One rider is the Red Rider, which is described as the rider of war. Now, I ain't no scholar, but I believe that Napoleon was known for starting a fucking war too, The White Rider was described as the rider of conquest. And now, that ain't irony for your ass. I don't know what the fuck it is. So yeah, we have Red Rider, war, Napoleon, White Rider, conquest, Hitler, because he was known for his almost conquest of all of Europe. Which brings us to our third rider, the Black Rider, rider of famine. Y'all gonna be mad, because you gotta come back for part 3.